This might just be the dumbest thing I've ever done. Hey there, everyone. This is Graham, and today we're going to talk about speedrunning. For those of you who aren't aware, speedrunning is exactly what it sounds like, playing a game as quickly as you can. New games, old games, and everything in between, you can find speedruns for just about everything, and for any number of categories or rules. While I'd enjoyed watching speedruns in the past for quite a long time, it wasn't really something I tried to do until recently. The game you see on your screen is called Realm Grinder. It launched on Congregate back in 2015 and then Steam in 2017, and I've played it fairly consistently since then. You may be wondering why somebody would choose to speedrun an idle game, and that would be a fair question. The genre is characterized by gameplay that builds gradually over months or even years in some cases. It doesn't exactly lend itself to speedy gameplay. But in my experience, the best idle games are the ones that introduce new mechanics or tweaks to the gameplay regularly, which makes for easy definition of categories. Realm Grinder is honestly probably the best about that in my opinion, so it made for an easy choice. I chose to run the first excavation category. It runs from the start of a brand new game all the way up to the introduction of the first new mechanic. I chose this because it's a nice, medium-length run, and definitely not because nobody else runs it. And at the time of recording, I hold the world record in the category. But with all that background out of the way, let's take a look at the run. Timing for the run starts when I fully reset the file, and we get to the first step of the run, doing absolutely nothing for 5 minutes. We need to do this to get one of the many secret trophies in the game. These trophies usually come with upgrades that range from the nice to have to the absolutely essential for any speedrun. While we do nothing for 5 minutes, there are actually 2 other trophies we can knock out. One requires us to look at the changelog for 3 minutes straight, and the other requires us to import a complete mess of letters into the import save field. Both give us small passive buffs to our production, and they're free to do during the 5-minute wait, so why not? Once those 5 minutes are up, we reset our run 10 times in order to get another trophy. Now, once all that is done, it's time for the real fun to start. The most important trophy for the speedrun is the Speedrun trophy, fittingly enough, which boosts the reward we get for clicking the screen by 1 million coins, and yes, warning right now, there are going to be lots of large numbers in this video. This allows us to fly through most of the early parts of the run way faster than if we didn't get it. To unlock it, we need to get to 1 million coins in less than 5 minutes without using the boost we get from the gems that you get for resetting. Thanks to the wiki and the lovely people over on the Realm Grinder Discord, there is an easy guide for this. The first step is to just reset the run. Then we buy up to 25 farms, 15 inns, and 15 blacksmiths. That gives us enough money to buy the Proof of Evil Deed upgrade, which then we can buy 6 slave pens, 6 orcish arenas, and after casting the Blood Frenzy spell that gives all of our evil buildings a boost, we buy 6 witch conclaves, 1 dark temple, and if we did everything right, we'll get the trophy. With all of that done, the rest of the run is just a matter of playing the most efficient factions to the end. The first one we ally with is the Angel faction. They have a focus on buffing our spells, and are a strong choice for many parts of this game. I actually made a bit of a mistake with this one. There's an upgrade for their big faction spell that you unlock by casting it on a Sunday, and I should have gotten that. Unfortunately, I did the run on a Saturday, and I didn't think to change the time on my computer, so I'll just have to make a note for that for next time. Once we get up to about 1,000 gems on a reset, we switch to the elves until we hit 1 million gems. They're all about clicking, and their spell upgrade auto-clicks 15 times per second while the spell is active, so you can kind of understand why the speedrun trophy and its upgrade are so useful. After 1 million gems, we switch to fairies. Their focus is on assistants, which are secretly the strongest thing in the game. Any run, even if you play casually, any run you do, they just provide an overwhelming amount of production for you. We don't really get to show that off in the speedrun, but it's good enough to get us up to 1 billion gems. From there, we can just unlock the excavation upgrade, and very quickly buy our first excavation to complete the run. And that brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of my Realm Grinder speedrun, and also my sanity going through this whole process. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't eyeing up the second longest category, but we'll see if I end up doing a run of that one. Either way, I'll continue trying to improve my current record in the first excavation category. Be sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can see whenever I inevitably crack and run that 6-hour category, plus all the other fun stuff we get up to. The Cape Quest series has been an absolute blast to work on, and not enough people have watched that. Anyway, thank you once again for joining me in this video. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you in the next one.